At the end of the day, I gave this little guy an opportunity. He should be thanking me. I'm paying him. I'm his boss. He reports to me, and I'm gonna fucking son him on November 14th. So fuck you, little man.
You pay me? Are you paying me?
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Facts?
Correct.
Yes? Correct?
Correct. I'm your daddy.
Who you got? Tank or Jake? I don't know. Tank better whoop Jake Paul ass. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis had already turned the internet upside down with their wild antics, non-stop trash talk, and that jaw-dropping $2 million side bet. But what nobody saw was what went down after the cameras stopped rolling. That's where the real fireworks exploded. Behind the scenes, the tension boiled over. Voices were raised, threats were thrown, and both camps nearly came to blows. Security had to jump in fast before things turned into a full-out brawl. And what was said in that moment? It flipped the entire narrative of this fight. Because now, this isn't just a showdown between Jake's size and Tank's power. It's personal. It's about pride, respect, and who's willing to risk it all when the lights go off and the crowd can't see. Let's rewind for a second. Jake Paul, standing tall at 6 feet 1 inch, walked into the press conference ready for war. He came loaded with clown props, savage jokes, and zero mercy. He mocked Tank's height, calling him an 8-year-old sparring partner, and even brought real clowns to tease Tank's signature mohawk. Then, he dug deep, taking shots at Tank's legal troubles, determined to get inside his head before the first bell even rings. Would you like me to continue rewriting the next paragraph in this same expanded, YouTube-optimized style?
Anybody that ever rocked a mohawk is a clown. We all know this. Anybody rocked a mohawk. Name
You want to see clowns? You want to see clowns? Gervonta, you're the clown, buddy. You're the clown, Gervonta. Any man who puts his hands on a woman is the clown.
Now, since we on this, if I put my hands on females or anything like that, right? If I put my hands on females or anything like that, you know how many female, like, come on. It will be mad. You see how when I don't even want to bring up nobody thing, what's the name about that, but P. Diddy. When things got like that, no, listen, when one female did a charge, it was mad females coming out, right? So if I hit a female, right, wouldn't it be mad other females? Like I ain't been just with one female. Like I'm 30 years old. Like let's be real. I've been with more than one female. Wouldn't mad females come out and say something about me hitting them? No.
Gervonta Tank Davis stayed surprisingly calm at first, brushing off Jake's insults with that trademark smirk. But everything changed the moment Jake went too far, bringing up Tank's past and throwing out jabs about domestic violence. That's when the switch flipped. Tank's eyes went cold, his tone dropped, and the energy in the room shifted fast. He didn't just fire back at Jake. He went straight at Jake's entire crew. Tank pointed right at Jake's trainer, Julian Love, and warned him not to step in. The calm, composed version of Gervonta disappeared, replaced by the fighter who built his name in chaos. In that instant, you could feel the temperature rise. Everyone in the room knew it. This wasn't hype anymore. This was real tension between two men who genuinely wanted to hurt each other. Would you like me to keep expanding from this point onward, starting with Gervonta a lot?
A lot of boxing fans aren't happy with the fact you've taken this fight rather than the road rematch, fights with the likes of Shakur, Devin Haney, Teofimo, etc. What do you make of that reaction? And can we still expect to see those fights?
Why should I care? What they think? When y'all switch somebody can have a bad day and y'all switching on who y'all favorite fighter is or who this person is supposed to fight. Like y'all need to sit back and be fans and just enjoy the sport. Like y'all even talk about people's personal lives. Like why when it come to that?
Can we still expect to see any of those fights in the future though?
And y'all keep talking about fighting somebody. Didn't he just have a fight? And what happened? What happened? He won, right? But how he look in it? Exactly. But y'all say some different when it's me, right? Cause y'all want me to lose. When y'all see people in that limelight too long, they want to take that they want somebody else to come take that spot. That's why it's always like, come on, bro. That's what happened with Floyd. Y'all seen him too much, and once y'all seen him so much, y'all start hating on it. Like, it turned from love to hate.
When they stepped in for the face-off, Jake leaned over like a big brother bullying a kid. Tank shoved him, Jake shoved back, and security had to break it up, but that was just the show. Off camera, things got ugly and very personal. Witnesses say Tank stormed toward Jake's locker area, shouting that Jake should keep his family's name out of the fight. He warned, plain and hard, "Talk boxing all you want, but bring my people into it, and I'll put you to sleep before November." Jake answered in kind, saying if this wasn't a Netflix fight, he'd end Jake's career right there in the hallway. The shout match escalated so quickly crew members had to wedge themselves between the two men. Jake's side tried to laugh it off like it was all hype, but Tank's camp wasn't messing around. For a few tense seconds, it looked like those shoves could turn into real punches.
Paul saved him from that.
Should he have fought Roach? Do you think he avoided him, ducked him, or anything like that? Or just this business decision?
I can't say, bro. It looks like it. It looks like he didn't want that. He didn't want to go back down that road, and Jake Paul saved him from that. Jake Paul saved him from that, bro. He got out. You know what I mean?
That's the one that's going viral, Chin. That's a good one. Jake Paul saved him. Got you. I mean,
yeah. But that's the truth. It seems like.
Yeah.
And Roach, Roach came with it, bro. And it looks like through their familiarity coming up in the amateurs and all that together, Roach really know him better than most fighters.
Might have heard this one before.
Him, you know what I mean? Roach know him, bro. So
yeah.
I think that was hindsight always 2020. I didn't think he wanted to go back down that. That was a tough out for him.
Here's the wild part. Fans who were backstage caught everything on their phones. Those shaky clips are now flooding social media, showing Tank jabbing a finger in Jake's face while Jake stands there smirking like he's untouchable. The internet's eating it up, but behind the viral moments, there's real emotion driving this fire. For Tank, it's all about respect. He's spent years building his name as one of boxing's most dangerous knockout artists, a multiple division world champion who's sent elite fighters crashing to the canvas. He's fought his way from the streets to the spotlight, earning every ounce of fear his name commands. So, when Jake Paul, a YouTuber with more Instagram followers than professional knockouts, starts mocking him on the biggest stage in combat sports, it hits deep. To Tank, this isn't entertainment anymore. It's disrespect, and he's determined to make Jake pay for it the only way he knows how, inside the ring.
You can't be mad at somebody for doing what they feel is best for them.
Will it impact Tank's legacy if Jake Paul were to beat him or even knock him out?
Dude, Tank's a 3-division world champion, 4-time 3-division world champion. At the end of it, bro, you can't take anything away from him. Bro, you can't be mad at somebody for doing what they feel is best for them. It's the same way Roach feels Tank is the best option for him. Same way that Stevenson thinks Tank's the best option for him, or all that stuff, right? At the end of it, bro, we just want to do what's best for ourselves, right?
Facts.
Right or wrong?
Facts.
So just do what's best for you.
For Jake, this fight is about validation, proving once and for all that he belongs in the boxing world. Every time he stepped into the ring, the critics have laughed. When he fought Ben Askren, they said it was a gimmick. When he took on Tyron Woodley, they called it luck. When he beat Anderson Silva, they said Silva was too old. Even against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., the talk was that Jake was chasing easy paydays. But each time, he showed up, trained like a real fighter, and walked away with another win on his record. Now, facing Gervonta, Tank Davis is a whole different level. This isn't a retired MMA fighter or a washed-up veteran. This is one of boxing's most dangerous pound-for-pound stars. For Jake, just surviving in the ring with Tank would be a statement. But if he manages to compete, or even win, that would change his entire legacy. No more YouTuber-turned-boxer jokes. He'd be seen as a legitimate fighter who earned his spot through grit, pressure, and pure willpower.
He's always training for something like this. Obviously, smaller guy, How was this in the training aspect, Jake?
Yeah, just a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed.
He warming up.
We're
now.
sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jaden Love ass. On my mama, I'm gonna beat both of y'all ass. On my mama. And he laughing. He know. He laughing.
What are you talking about?
What
does he have to do with this?
Let anything. You know what I'm talking about. Let anything. Nah, I don't have to say it right now. Don't worry about it. I don't gotta say it up here. Let anything happen, and I'ma show you and him. Bet.
This isn't just about trash talk anymore. It's about legitimacy, pride, and who truly runs boxing right now. Both men are fighting for more than a win. Tank wants to remind the world that boxing still belongs to real fighters, not internet stars chasing fame. Jake wants to prove that hard work and guts can break through the sport's old guard. When they finally step into the ring, it won't just be a clash of fists, it'll be a battle for the soul of modern boxing. Here's what makes this fight absolutely insane, the size difference. Jake Paul fights at cruiserweight, walking into the ring around 200 pounds of muscle and power. He's used to trading punches with much bigger men, throwing heavy shots that can shake anyone standing in front of him. Gervonta Tank Davis, on the other hand, has spent his career dominating at the lighter weights, from 130 to 135 pounds. He's explosive, lightning fast, and one of the hardest punchers pound for pound in the world, but giving up that much size is no joke. On paper, Jake should be the stronger man, but Tank's power isn't about size. It's about precision and timing. One clean shot from him can shut off the lights, no matter how big his opponent is. That's what makes this matchup so unpredictable. You've got a social media powerhouse who's built himself into a heavyweight entertainer, stepping in against a purebred killer who's made a career out of defying physics. It's not just a fight. It's a collision between two completely different worlds of boxing.
Monitor on.
That's corny. That's super corny. I don't know how much I'll weigh.
And the handcuffs too.
Huh? What are you talking about, fam?
How do you win this fight?
That outfit is trash. For real. That outfit is garbage. And that hairstyle. Anybody that ever rocked a mohawk is a clown. We all know this. Anybody rocked a mohawk. Name
You
them.
want to see clowns? You want to see clowns? Gervonta, you're the clown, buddy. You're the clown, Gervonta. Any man who puts his hands on a woman is the clown.
Now, since we on this, if I put my hands on females or anything like that, right? If I put my hands on females or anything like that, you know how many female? Like, come on, it will be mad. You see how when I don't even want to bring up nobody thing, what's the name about that? But P Diddy, when things got like that, no, listen. When one female did a charge, it was mad females coming out, right? So if I hit a female, right, wouldn't it be mad other females? Like I ain't been just with one female. Like I'm 30 years old. Like let's be real. I've been with more than one female. Wouldn't mad females come out and say something about me hitting them? No.